We are from the planet scarcity of love, while our country is called hyperinflation of heartbreak, our capital city a deflation of kindness, a blood flow of a system of flirtation, a bunch of despicable,
irresistible,
impeccable disciples of heart crunchers.
Love the undefinable,
Heartbreak the definable. We do not do poetry, we are poetry.
Hello everyone, welcome to the quarterfinals of the Poetry Slam. I am Slam2
And of course, I am Fatih Ali Kamaloshi, and it's good to be on the Poetry Slam again. Just to remind you that the Poetry Slam is brought to you by GRTS in partnership with Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education.
We're down with 10 contestants who will be fighting for a place at semi-finals.
Exactly. If you've been following the Poetry Slam, you agree with us that we've been going through several stages, and along the line, we got people or poets who got eliminated. Now, today, we'll determine who and who will make it to our next stage, which is the semi-finals. But before we do anything, we'd first of all like to introduce to you our amazing judges.
Mr. Latirka, Executive Director of Black Magic, Ndai Kumba Demba, a writer and Immortal X, a poet and an activist.
Please put your hands together for our judges. Yes, so today we have 10 poets who will be battling it out today. And the theme that was given to them last week was, Let Me Talk to You. Now, today is going to determine which poet is able to deliberate on this theme very well, and the judges will choose who and who will make it to the next round. So at this juncture, we'd like to call on the first participant, who happens to be Ndai Sose. Please put your hands together for her.
My theme for today is When the Lights Are Gone. You are the light that shines, Domi Adama, Dara Melud ni Mom. Blessed with a gift that you call the mind, and a beautiful soul, and a heart that bonds. The universe is the space, and you are the time. Konbul saga nesa day. Dundal ba am si doom. What is what's not like a 6 and a 9. Kon yonkal sa leer before the lights are gone. Wait, hold on. Did I say gone? Come on, it was that. You are the one king no pound. You are the universe meaning one song. Because even if the lights are gone, the memories live long. So fight with your uniform on and win your one and true form when the lights are gone. Thank you.
That wasn't your best performance. I think your performance last week Saturday and the week before that was better than that. I thought you could do more with the theme, which you didn't. For me, it's a step down from last week. I'm not excited.
I agree with Latiri. Your performance, it keeps fluctuating. The first week, it wasn't all that good. Second week, it was good. Last week was really good. And today, I'm not really sure. You were just reciting. You were not in the moment. I didn't even hear some of the things you were saying because of the way you were reciting it. I wasn't feeling it.
I don't know. I think it was too fast for me. I was getting into it, then it stopped. And maybe you took our advice of not making really lengthy pieces too seriously. Let's see what happens. There is hope.
Listen to me, please. A warning comes your way. A warning of a fearful day. When all that once lived shall live no more. When all that once loved shall love no more. A day when the crippled is forced to stand. When vision is lost and minds are tortured. When caring hearts sealed and the worldly pleasures gone. Then the sun and the moon combine. Occurrence of tsunamis and cities overflowed. The earth grumbles and mountains forced to crumble. Rise up, indeed, for no more we shall sleep. When man stands a witness for his sinful heap, in agony we find ourselves in so deep. So sleep no more, and rise up indeed, for the world will turn a misery, and the hour is not yet a history. Thank you.
Are you guys nervous or you're trying to remember your words? I don't feel the flow you came with last week, Bintu. There's something seriously missing from your piece. From trying to get the complex into your piece to you being so straight-faced and looking to the upper right. It's not what I saw last week. And I hope the next poet wakes me up, honestly. You haven't done the topic justice. And that's what I think.
This is an advice to the rest of you who are yet to come on stage. Please, if you're there, make sure you feel what you're saying. Let it also be about the performance. We don't want to just hear you recite your poem just for reciting's sake. It's a competition. We want to hear what you're saying, and we want you to feel what you're saying and be in the moment. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I just reiterate what the other judges have said.
Okay.
I'm not overly impressed. And also, it sounded like you lifted that out of the Quran and Hadith about the doomsday, and I don't know. I was supposed to be impressed, but I'm not. And yeah, eventually, let's see what happens. Thank you.
Baukar, whenever you wish to listen to someone, let me tell you, listen to me and I will tell you, the beauty of this life is not in paintings, in music, in books, or in the beauty of things. The beauty of life is in our chance to make choices, to either subdue or strengthen our voices. I will tell you. 2 qualities I want of my children are for them to have your character and heart. Then there won't be a burden to this world, and that's just a start. I want them to have your smiles, your courage, and your wisdom. With these, they can reach miles deep into the humanity kingdom. I will tell you, listen. This world has many options, and here is my guide for choosing best options. Impress man. Only when impressing man is impressing God. Pray daily, and for anything ask only God. I will tell you, when you are about to leave, that going is nice, but only when you know where. Knowing where is nice, but only when you know why. Never choose a way because everyone else does. Choosing the right way is right, even if no one does. And then I will tell you, go. And as you're going, I will tell you, never give up. Success mountain is tall and steep, but we'll reach the top. I will tell you, if you wish to listen to someone again, I'll be there for you. And when I'm no more, my poems will be there for you. Thank you.
Everything I'm hearing is listen to me, and 2 people are talking about listening instead of talking. I don't know whether you guys could have had the theme and decided to do whatever you want, but yeah, it's a good poem. Let's see what happens.
Still, the energy here today, it's not the same. I hear a lot of cliches in the poem, and the performance not so much for me. We'll see what happens.
I'll give you this. That was better than the first 2 performances. But it shows you how low the bar is today. That was better than the first 2. And looking at your performance last week, I expected better. But that was better than the first 2. So I'll leave it at that until we see what happens next.
Lend me your ears. Let's send away to exile the hate that is within our human race. The racism that has took over our humanity away, letting a fellow man killing a man, gone in his brain in cold blood in the name of a color he or she never chooses for himself. The justice that should be upright and led people in the right track has been bought by money and luxuries and now walking in the left track. That led to many innocent men with families to take care of, sent behind bars with their jail keys brick and thrown in the seas with any genuine reason to give, and led their families in mountain of tears with anyone to help. So let me talk to you. The brutality in Syria and Burma has proven that the human race have lost its way. Innocent souls of women and children are being slain in the streets like pigs in a Christmas feast. Men and women praying to the Lord for rain to wet their farms to feed their children while they receive bombs and guns in abundance. Bodies being burnt in the streets like a roast meat in a Tabasco feast while the rest of the world still give a deaf ear, a blind eye, and a concrete mind. But today, we won't give a dumb mouth to let their hopes and dreams of health and justice to come one day fade away. So let me talk to you. Su fekkee ne danga am feebari boppa uti jël campement waaye su nekkee ne danga mënuta tee sa boppa mu tax ngay xalaat bu ëppa besel sa poste de takk ji jabar te bàyyi di foos seen boppa si xale yu xamul dara yaxal leen seen àdduna ak seen dunda bàyyi seen waajur yi ak naxari àdduna. That's why today we stand to raise a red flag with a red card to raise no more. So let me talk to you. Despite of our ethnicity, our skin color, our political affiliation, and our religious differences, we are all created by one God and share the same species as human beings. So let's kill the God and come together as human beings we claim to be and kill the lethal weapons and let the peace we once had cleanse the darkness on earth. So let me talk to you.
The performance was good, and your writing has always been great from day one. But when you say, let me talk to you, I would have paused, let it sink in, and then move on to your next line. It is as much about the performance as it is the writing. So I would work on that for next time, because it's a repetitive line that you have in there, so you want people to hear it and you want the meaning to sink in. So as far as performance, you could have paused. But then it's good.
That was nice. I think I'll start with the fact that I think you got the theme. Immortal was talking about you guys switching the theme to the other side of the coin. You nailed it. I think when you're given a theme as beautiful as that, use the line as much as you can. It helps. And I was hoping that's what they were going to do. I thought people would start with that line and throw it in every now and then. So you did that for me. I loved it. I loved the message. You had so many themes you were working with, rape, terrorism, poverty, all of that stuff. But regardless of the fact that you had a lot going on, I still got the message. And it's basically a change of the status quo, change of direction, mentality, and so that was good for me. I think the writing was okay. I think you're one person that has grown from the first time to now. If you remember the first time, we were all kind of lukewarm about it. And then we started warming up to your pieces. So whatever you're doing, continue doing it. You keep growing, and we might be very surprised with what you come up with. It wasn't 100 for me, but it was, considering what we've heard today, it was nice.
Yeah, I mean, the piece, I was kind of confused in the beginning because I don't know you were going to talk about rape when you talk about go and marry a woman, I don't think necessarily the poet has a responsibility in society, the writer. I was Percy Shelley, I can't say her name, it's too bad name. And so it's a very good piece, and I'm very for the first time. And you did just, actually I gave the theme. I don't know what I was doing, because she was like, oh, we should have a theme.
On the 27th of October 2000, on a very Sunday, from school studies, I came home and saw my little brother sitting on the couch, reading a novel. And I asked, what are you doing, in curiosity? And he said, reading a novel. Well, that was just the beginning, because actually I never knew what reading was. All I knew was to be where I was, that was in the ghettos. So I told him, let me tell you about my past. I mean, when I was a child like you. And I said, the Zimbas are what I knew. Because for Zimba, hell man for Aximotube, Buharni ko amut yai, so magise many kunyakabai, where it was not that I was just having fun. I said again, well, all I knew is that even though the bombs and the guns are blasting and shouting, but that doesn't mean that I will not have fun, because in my time, all I knew was to have fun. I told him, he laughed, saying that I was going mad, but he didn't know what was happening, because I really had fun. It was not an easy challenge to tell him what was happening, and I went on. Those days, a girl would not pass the streets and there would be nothing like, shh, Harma, I want to talk to you. Those were the days when the streets were hungry. The footpaths are now lonely, no more footprints to walk on them to make them feel busy. I have a dream, and my dream is that one day my past would come again, and every child would enjoy how I run the ghettos, how I walk the cities, and just how I walk around with my shirts like Haleb Amutiyai. Thank you.
I think it's a very good one. You did justice to the theme. I don't know how old you were in 2000 to tell a kid. And it fascinates me. I was kind of wondering, how can you know that he was reading a novel? And then you ask him and he said, I was reading a novel. It's a very good piece. I love it.
Yeah, you did well with the team. I mean, what's the team again?
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you, and that was a conversation. But Mulame, seriously, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Right, I ask because you like saying in my days. When was your days? No, just kidding. But I like that you played with the team and you had a conversation going on. And yeah, I loved it.
Okay, they made it kind of tough for me. I didn't like the beginning. I felt it was very... Narration is nice when it's poetic. I didn't feel the beginning at all. And I got lost somewhere in the middle. Maybe the age thing, I tried to picture it and it just didn't work. But you have the right, you're a poet, to play with our imagination. So that's fine. But the beginning, I didn't like at all. Again, let's see how it goes.
See, when I look into your eyes, I can recite your story. Day by day, I see you leaving a legacy of hurt. See, it was never in the news regardless of all the metaphors attached. No one even dared talk about it, for the elderly said, don't. Don't speak of being raped, and if you do, be warned. Your progress shall be stagnant. See, I saw the glue over your lips, and I know you're in conflict with your conscience. I know you feel invaded, and your mind can't let you trust anyone, but for once, stop. Stop seeing me as the enemy and let me talk to you. For you have been silenced enough. For I know how it feels to be teared from the inside when you see him walk freely every day. When the people stigmatize you. When society does not want to sympathize with you until they hear all the glory details. Let me tell you that it will be all right. Let me talk to you. For you have been possessed by fear and consumed by hate and anger. For this is just not an ignorant violence, but also a societal challenge. Just let me talk to you. And together we can break the culture of silence, the chains and roots of pains and violence. We can slay injustice and defend the silent. Let me talk to you, to let out the brilliance in you, to change their rights to wrongs, to protect you from being just any historical song, to let you see the you in you that I saw in you, that you can't see in you. I know it's hard to listen, and I know you can't trust anyone. But just let me talk to you. Thank you.
I feel like the poetry slam has started around. This is what I'm talking about. You know, this is what you guys should be doing. Like, the diction is good, the words come out really nice, and as always, you know, it's really good. You've raised the bar today. Today you're the one who raised the bar. So, you know, thank you. This is really impressive.
Actually, you're slowly coming into your own, and it's wonderful to watch. I think every week you get better, which is a good thing. And Keba, you might have just found your competition. That was really, really good. Yes. I mean, I loved it and it was awesome.
Atioli, great piece, great performance. I connected with what you were saying. It felt like it was heartfelt. Of all the performances today, that I could believe. That was totally believable. And I want to say this is your best performance since you came into the competition. And you remind me, last year we had what's her name with the afro?
Marietu. Yeah, I was looking at her like Marietu.
First performance, she wowed me, she won me over. And that was that sort of performance. I don't like comparing poets, but for me, that day, she was the star of the show. And today, so far, I think you're the star of this one. So good.
a damsel walking in my viewing holes, hitting my heart's drums with happiness, my brain bragging to present a poem. She needs to mark my correct aim. Nose I carry smelling beauty, supplying stomach with beauty smell. Lungs in long lane to lonely lone love. Intestines interested to digest this look. Pretty baby, let me talk to you. Open the windows of your ears and listen to me. You will feel words traveling to kiss thy golden heart. Love will germinate and I have vested at your lips. Angelina, an angel, my angel fist. Anger and anguish abscond whenever I sighted you. Return not to angeldom. Be the queen that fertilizes my kingdom. Please, let me talk to you. Your sweet dress looks blue, blue like the smiling sky. I want to hold your fingers like a broom in the hand of a maid. So come, let me talk to you.
You're done? Okay. You know, if it's me, I was gonna be like, oh, this is too corny. But you know, you have this, like Madlamin, you have this slickness. You just come through and you spit it, and you know, beautiful. I think Aji only actually opened the show. This is a Bismillah Rahman Rahim, and now you guys are going in. It's very impressive. I'm impressed.
I like the conversational style to it. Just one line, the broom in the hands of a maid. I would rather remove that. It could have been in the hands of anyone. And we try to not use words like maid. Could have been the help, house help. Whichever one is more, I don't know, appropriate. So apart from that, yes, it was good. Is that like your pickup line? Okay.
Were you talking to a baby the entire piece?
Yeah.
You didn't switch from a baby to someone else? It was always a baby. Okay. Okay. I just want to get it right before I say something I shouldn't. But yeah, I think that was nice. I love the metaphors. You play with literature when you do your pieces, and I always appreciate that. I felt you had a few tense issues back and forth, but maybe that was intentional. If it wasn't, I think you'd like to work on getting your tenses strictly in the present or in the past or in the participle. So whatever it is, just work on that. But I love the piece. Adioli still has it for me, but you're very close for today. But that was very nice. Keep it up.
We are from the planet scarcity of love, while our country is called hyperinflation of heartbreak, our capital city a deflation of kindness, a blood flow of a system of flirtation, a bunch of despicable,
Irresistible,
impeccable disciples of heart crunchers.
Love the undefinable.
Heartbreak the definable. We do not do poetry, we are poetry.
Where are the lovers of women? Ana yen góor yu bugg a jigéen soppa jigéen fonka jigéen jàppa di leen jàppale ba dimbale leen si seen soppale ndax bu ñu soppaleku. Let me talk to you so that I can praise these beautiful creatures, the mothers of creation, the four schools of education, the pillars of humanity, and the icons of nobility. Upon their backs, nations are built, and through their wombs, mankind was born. Through flesh and blood, love and light, agitation and irritation, for 9 good moons they carried you in their wombs. Yet you chose to neglect the power of their intellect. You caused them oppressed and depressed. You cause them oppressed and repress their mind, going off and on like Norex electricity. You belittle their talent. You belittle their talent when you should educate them, subjugated their pride when you should empower them. You stole their pride when you should empower them. Can I start again, please? Can I start again, please? Where are the lovers of women? Ana yen góor yu bugg a jigéen soppa jigéen fonka jigéen ba jàppa di leen jàppale si seen sàppale ndax bu ñu musa soppaleku. Let me talk to you so that I can praise these beautiful creatures, these mothers of creation, the four schools of education, the pillars of humanity and the icons of nobility. Upon their backs, nations are built, and through their wombs, mankind was born. Through flesh and blood, love and light, agitation and irritation, for 9 good moons they carried you in their wombs. Yet you chose to neglect the power of their intellect. You caused them oppressed and depressed, allowing their sanity to go off and on and off and on like Novex electricity. You belittled their talent when you should educate them, subjugated their strength when you should empower them. You stole their pride when you should protect them, cherish them, praise them, raise them, for they are the manifestation of God's perfection, a representation of his affection, so allow your perception to perceive them. O lovers of women, O lovers of women, where are the lovers of women? Ana yen góor yu bëgg a jigéen. Bless these homemakers, for they are peaceful. These heart menders, for they are caring. These family healers, for they are supportive. These amazing partners to your fathers, respective mothers to your daughters, the lovely wives in your life. So open your hearts and love them. Humble your eyes and respect them. Spread your arms and accept them, for they are women, the true reflection of men. O lovers of men, O lovers of women, O lovers of women, where are the lovers of women? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, your repetition kind of sounded like something I could listen to again, you know? I mean, you're good with this, so it's not a problem. If it was like, sun freestyle cut be, hamga. And it would have been like, nah, I think you need to step down. But I think that was a really good piece, even though there's an element of exoticism of women, an element of patronizing, which is an element of the patriarchy. But all in all, it's a very beautiful piece. It brings upon their backs nations are built. This is the type of lines that I really like, you know. So, good luck, Aji Oli and Keva.
Keva, I think you saw your competition and you tripped. Yeah, just kidding. Well, probably not. I don't need to say it was not your best performance. You probably know that already. I've never had you incorporate Wolof into your poems. Today was the first time, and I think it was good. You should probably do more of that. I enjoyed the piece, and yeah, you got my attention.
I'm sure you're already disappointed in yourself, so I'm not going to say any of the negatives. If I was comparing you not to yourself, I'd say that was a beautiful piece. If I'm comparing you with yourself, I'd say you could have done better. The piece was too nice for what you did to it. I don't get it, whether you were nervous, whether as the competition goes further, it feels like deja vu. Don't let it feel like deja vu, right? This is supposed to be your bread and butter. You're a poet. Just come on stage and just kill it. So you can tell we're kind of disappointed. As judges, we don't have favorites, but we're poets also and writers, and we fall in love with pieces from very, very gifted people, and I think you're very gifted. So the next time you come on stage, I want you to remember that you are gifted. Don't forget your lines. With poets that I work with, some of them here, I tell them all the time, if you forget your line, move on to the next one. It's not going to kill the piece. We don't know what you wrote. We don't know what to expect. Just flow with it, right? So that's a lesson for the next time. For me, I think it was good. I think it could have been better, but I think the writing was exquisite. I loved it. Very befitting for women.
déglul ma wax ak yow lu ma gis dégg xam bañ mu law raw lor suñu doom yi nu yaakaar ëllëg nen takku liggéey bañ di taxaw ci lëndëm di ror suñu doom morom ak suñu moromi bàyyi boobu jikko dañ ko war a bàyyi wala nga am sa yaay bàyyi bàjjen nijaay maam feebar nga mun koy faj bañ ko bàyyi ko ba mu dee nga jënd nag tëral bugga tuur bu naan deret bu fu tuuru tey yaa ko fi tuur boobu jikko den ko war a gas suul fàtte liku lu fi maami fàtte woon. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you about the deeds done in this society which I see disgusto. Oh no, society is not fair. Why when a man raped a girl, they said, let's make it family matters. When a human baby have newly born baby alive, they said, let's make it family matters. Oh no, society should graduate from this and be loyal to justice. Why a child is abandoning his parents because of his wife, a child beating his mother because of his wife, a mother who bears our 9-month pregnancy and the one day greatest pain in her life. Why some biological brothers are fragmentating because of their wife. Husband and wife fighting in presence of their children. Wife killing her husband because he married another wife. Oh no, this is not a good sample to the young generation. Though my reason of expression is not to bring a confusion in this occasion, but our meditation must be free from corruption if you want to see prosperity in our society. When things continue, it becomes so horrible. When nothing is done, it becomes terrible. So please give me your ears. Let me talk to you. Thank you.
Samba, you can't not like Samba. Come on, it's impossible to not like him. I loved the Talif in the beginning. I love the way you played with the words, even though I'm not lofa wax nga ne fatel le ko suñu maam yi yuñ faté won. It basically it's not what you wanted to say. I know the line. That's why I'm saying that. So when you're playing with the wall of words, be careful of the meaning that comes out of it when you say it. You might play with it so much that it becomes the opposite of what you want to say. So be careful with that. Okay. All in all, I think it was okay. I love the fact that you're entertaining. I'd like to have you in the competition going further, because even though a lot of the pieces were good, some of them were a bit dry, but you can tell everyone had moments with you, so that was nice. Certain lines, though, that I think you should look at. When you're playing with lines, you have to get them right. There's a reason why these lines are in literature. You don't ask anyone to give you their airs. No pakendu ko me, danko abale. So when you play with those lines, if I hear it, I'll raise a question mark. So get those things right, and I'm sure you'll give us a good show. I think you need to be on the show.
Samba, you always get me on the Wolof. I think it's very good. Your command of the Wolof language, I recall last time in Moka said is impeccable. For the English bit, I always have a problem with that. I think the transition, and I don't want to go into pronunciations, but yeah, it was okay for me. We'll see what happens.
I think every time Samba comes, he comes with his own word. I think he wanted to say disgusting, he said disgusto. Yeah. And I was feeling it. And again, he repeated the biology, you know? And I'm feeling it. It's like, I don't like when people are melodramatic with their poems, like when they go like, you know, like that. But I think yours have this type of thing with it that comes with it. But next time, just relax your voice a bit, or I'll destroy it. Just do what you do best. Just do what you do.
Hello, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed that round. Did you? All right. So this has brought us to the end of today's poetry, but we are not going without eliminating. So we need to know who is going to the next round. But before that, we take a short break, and when we come back, it is elimination round. Do stay tuned.
We are from the planet scarcity of love, while our country is called hyperinflation of heartbreak, our capital city a deflation of kindness, a blood flow of a system of flirtation, a bunch of despicable,
irresistible,
impeccable disciples of heart crunches,
love the undefinable,
heartbreak the definable. We do not do poetry, we are poetry.
Okay, I think we deserve a performance from last year's winner of the Poetry Slam. Can you put your hands together for our champion?
Very short.
A bigger one. Come on. We're all poetry lovers here, huh?
I know your poems are super long.
Good evening. I'm so nervous today, and I don't know why. Actually, I'm going to recite this poem. It's called Let's Get Back to School. It goes this way.
waxtu jàngi ji jotatina toogu fox ak kaf yi daan toog olbatiku na ñu fas ene delluwaat sin jàngikaay ak sin jàngeekaay di dëkkuwaay ngir toj xoli xam-xam naan deretam jaay lépp lu coono di jaay teral sinu yaay ak baay doon i ndaanaan reetaan xaajan aduna doon sin waay. Do you know why? It's because the wind of knowledge has begun blowing again, shaking the roots of our hearts in quest to get back for harvest, so we can take away ourselves from the stress we may face and the assignments we may detest and the teachers that might put us in stress, but it's all for good, so we can get the best. In our quest to get the best, there's no more time for us. We must get back to school. Get back to school to make new friends combined with the old ones, so that's equals to perfection. To be each other's source of motivation and inspiration. To sit, chat, and cheer, love and care, own and share life's most beautiful memories in narrating stories and sharing histories. For friendship is the biggest gift to mankind, so we'll be connected like mobile ak SIM cardam. Bu ko defee bu waxtu jàngi jotee ñu wàññi WhatsApp beeg Facebook bi Snapchat beeg Instagram ñu dekku si ay sàkku xam-xam si ay anam yu màcc ku nekk ak sa man-man booy door di tànn ay jànxa yu rafet si green leaf si ñu naan kii a jekka sella teg si mun a sanse ku si fees seen bot ñu mur la mbaal sani la sanke baraketa ñaaw ñaa fonse karang folo a besa sone yano sinin sama kodo se siano bumbal se lono musunyi mal se futuno bani fanya jio se fitano. But as we get back to school, we remind the president, stakeholders, and the government that a lot needs to be done if we seek for the advancement, betterment, and development. The teachers' salaries should be increased. The rate of dropout decreased, so simply the education system needs to be restructured. Because defee ñu ñëpp bànneexu si biir wecceeku ku nekk am teranga ak koom-koom bi ngay sàkku yàlla dal di ñu sàmm amut tiit amut ragal amut nëbbu amut laxu woto toña ke solong fo mbesa je wajibolong fo mbesa ke woto nimman balanka karang na nyaton kol fanang man balanka silo walang nyato taba sotolal amanjarinka nyosabang nsenna sinin samasang yirwa ning sewo ye tujang koro nin toro balafani niku ya beye bang. Thank you.
Magdi more
Are we going to judge him?
Yes, please. How many yeses and no's for champion?
I'm not impressed. I'm just joking. But I don't really like the whole making the woman a trophy of success, right? I'm Jabar Bunais, Akir Bunais, and then we put the Jabar there. That is a bit, you know me.
The African contest, you know. All right, so that was Imar. So you got 3 yeses. The don't jema critic ni right?
He didn't get 3 yeses.
I know. Huh? Oh, okay, right. You got 1 yes, yes.
He didn't even get a yes.
Yeah, it was just some happy. Put your hands together for champion. All right, welcome back to the Poetry Slam. If you're just tuning in, this is the 3rd episode and it is the quarterfinal round. Now, earlier on, we had our participants battle it out today on the stage on the theme, Let Me Talk to You. Now, it is time for us to know which participant or who is making it to the next round, which is the semifinals. So, unfortunately, we didn't have one of our participants today on the show, and he is someone that is really, really good, and we are kind of hopeful that something might have gone wrong. So we are kind of putting that on hold. So that is going to be another story anyway. I have someone here on standby, and I have 2 people who are completely eliminated from this year's Poetry Slam. And to the ones who are eliminated from this year's Poetry Slam, please, if I call you, you might want to step forward. Bintu Drame. Please give her a round of applause because she's been doing really great for the past weeks. I mean, if you've made it to this stage, it means you are good. Probably you might just want to work on some few things, and hopefully you might get better. And if you come next year, you go bigger. And finally, Ndaisose, please put your hands together for her. You know, this is the poetry slam. One week you're in, another week you're out. Someday you get a very good compliment, and another day it might not go so well. Maybe because you've done one or two things that the judges are not impressed with. But nonetheless, this is just to tell you that you have the chance to work harder and come again on the poetry slam and prove to us what you get. Who knows? So please put your hands together for them again. There's also and Bintu Jami. And we have someone who will be battling it next week. If Aliu happens to come on the show, we have someone who will be battling with Aliu to make it to the finals. We're supposed to have 5 top finalists, so we cannot go with 7, meaning next week when we come again, we have elimination round. But who is going to battle with Aliu to save themselves a seat in the semi-finals next week? We have Samba Sidibe. Please step forward. So Samba is on a standby. Samba, yes. Poet Sidibe, I'm going to anyway. So we're not saying that Samba is eliminated from the whole poetry slam just yet. We're actually saying he is on a standby, meaning whether or not he's automatically qualified to the semifinals will be determined next week on the semifinals after he completely battles with Aliu Jallo. So we will still have you on the semifinals next week. So you might want to keep up the good work still, Aliu. Good luck to you. So please put your hands together for him. And for the rest of the poets, can I have all of you on stage? Yes.
I just think they need to hear this. There's no preferential treatment here. You might be on a standby. If it turns out we don't have a logical reason for why Aliu is not here, then you're automatically through. We want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Ken hamud luko jot, ken hamud fum neka, munuñ ko jot, you never know, right? So if it turns out there's an emergency, so we'll get confirmation from that. It's not just word, we need to be sure, because you deserve a fair chance. If we get evidence of he's been sick, then you'll have to battle with him. If we can't provide any proof, then you're automatically through. But I think you would like to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly.
Right?
So I think that's clear enough, right? Exactly. So for the rest of the poets, can I have all of you on stage, please, for the people to know who have qualified to the next round. Yes, all of you, please come on stage. Samba, come on board. Yes. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much. We have Aji Oli Samba, Modlamin Keita, we have Osman, we have Kebambai, we have Abduba and Ibrahim John. So these are the people who are going to be battling next week to fight for a seat in the semi-finals. So do follow us next week, same time here at GRTS 4 p.m. And don't forget to watch the Poetry Slam every Sunday at 10 p.m. And also follow us on our Facebook page, Poetry Slam Gambia, on YouTube, Poetry Slam Gambia, to make sure you catch up with everything that we're doing. Yes.
I just want to put it out there, since we didn't do the yes and no, we just want to say that Aji Oli is the only one who had 3 yeses.
Oh yeah! Put your hands together. Well, I thought there was nothing like yes or no this week. Or you wanted to point that out? Yes, so she won this week actually. So give her a big round of applause one more time. Huh?
The only girl.
Yeah, actually, I think Aji Oli is now the Lala in here. I don't know if you're still going to maintain the Lala, because she maintained it to the finals. So still maintain the Lala, girl. So give them a big round of applause one more time. And from I, Fatele Kamloshi, and from my partner, ICTCC, and from the entire Poetry Slam team, and from my cameraman, Ablai Ngom, a big thank you from all of you, and from my editor as well, a big thanks. Just to remind you all again that the Poetry Slam is brought to you by GRTS in partnership with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. Do catch with us next week, same time. From me, it's a bye-bye. Thank you.
We are from the planet scarcity of love, while our country is called hyperinflation of heartbreak, our capital city a deflation of kindness, a blood flow of a system of flirtation, a bunch of despicable,
irresistible,
impeccable disciples of heart crunchers.
Love the undefinable.
Heartbreak the definable. We do not do poetry, we are poetry.